The clock on our studio wall hasn't moved in years, its hands forever pointing to midnight. Welcome back to Radio Insomnia, broadcasting from a town where time stands still. I'm your host, Alex, your guide through the endless night of our little desert oasis. Tonight, dear insomniacs, we're turning our gaze inward, exploring the very town we call home. This place that exists in the liminal space between yesterday and tomorrow. A town that appears and disappears like a mirage in the desert night. Our first track is Timeless Streets by the Dusty Dreamers. Let the slow, meandering piano and soft brush drums take you on a stroll down our ever-changing, never-changing streets.
Moonlight guides my way through these streets that sway in a dance so pure and sweet, so sweet. Time slips silently as I feel the breeze brushing softly through the night so right. These timeless streets hold my heart. They softly whisper love's true art. Gentle whispers play as the shadows lay on the corners of my mind so kind. Echoes of the past in these moments cast a warmth that time cannot unwind, so kind. These timeless streets hold my heart. They softly whisper love's true art. In the tranquil night air, every step's a prayer, a promise to keep in memories deep. These timeless streets hold my heart. They softly whisper love's true art.
As the last notes of Timeless Streets fade into the night air, I'm reminded of a question we often receive from our listeners. Is your town real? They ask. Well, dear friends, that depends on what you mean by real. Our little town exists in the spaces between sleep and wakefulness, between memory and imagination. To some, we're a flickering neon sign glimpsed from the highway. To others, we're a half-remembered dream of a place where time doesn't exist. Do you hear that, listeners? The whistle of a train that never arrives, echoing across the desert. It's one of the many sounds that populate our town, reminders of a world that moves forward while we remain eternally still. Our next piece captures that feeling of waiting for something that never comes. Here's Phantom Platform by Midnight Junction. listeners. Our town has its own geography, but it's a fluid one. The all-night diner might be on Main Street one night and tucked away in a back alley the next. The old movie theater advertises shows that never begin, its marquee changing with each blink of an eye. And then there's the desert that surrounds us. It stretches out in all directions, a sea of sand under an endless starry sky. Some say if you walk into that desert, you'll find yourself back in town, approaching from the opposite direction. Others claim they've stumbled upon hidden oases, forgotten ghost towns, or doorways to other worlds. It seems we have a caller. You're on Radio Insomnia.
Hi, Alex. This is Tom from the gas station. You know, the one on the edge of town? I've been working here for, well, I can't remember how long. But here's the thing. The prices on our sign haven't changed in all that time. And yet, every customer who comes in says they're different. What do you make of that?
Ah, Tom, the eternal mystery of our little town. Perhaps the prices change depending on what the customer expects to see. Or maybe each visitor brings a piece of their own reality with them. In a place where time doesn't pass, who's to say what's constant and what's in flux? Thank you for that intriguing observation, Tom. It's inspired our next track. Here's Fluid Reality by the Quantum Collective.
Liquid dreams and endless skies, pattern shift in the moonlight's glow. Floating on a breeze, we rise into the night where shadows flow. Blurry lines and whispered sighs, caught in the middle, no place to go. Fluid reality, lost in the symmetry. Neon lights we blend and fuse, fading echoes in a silent sound. Waves of color that change and cruise in this space where love is found. Reflections in a twilight muse. In the deep we won't touch the ground. Symmetry, waves of eternity, feeling the synergy. Into the night, stars are dancing soft and bright, melting visions in our sight. In this dream it'll be alright. Fluid reality, lost in the symmetry, waves of eternity, feeling the synergy.
As we drift through this endless night together, I invite you all to share your experiences of our strange little town. For those of you who've glimpsed us from the highway, what did you see? For those who found your way here, what secrets have you uncovered? We'll be right back after this brief message from our sponsors. The Void and the endless expanse of stars above. Welcome back to Radio Insomnia, broadcasting from the heart of a town that defies explanation. As we continue our exploration, let's talk about the people who call this place home. There's Maria, who runs the diner. She's been serving the same cup of coffee for decades, yet somehow it's always hot and fresh. Old Jim at the library, who can find you any book you need, even ones that haven't been written yet. And let's not forget the night shift at the hospital, treating ailments that medical science hasn't even discovered. Our next piece is dedicated to these timeless residents. Here's Eternal Neighbors by the Twilight Troubadours.
Neighbors in the moonlight, whisper in the pine, secrets in the starlight, hold me gently and tell me softly. Neighbors in the moonlight, eternal as the night, we're drifting. Can you hold me or save me? Shadows in the twilight dance beneath the oak, mysteries of daylight find me dreaming and believing. Shadows in the twilight, eternal as the night, we're drifting. Can you hold me or save me? Stars above us shining, hearts quietly aligning. Time is but a whisper, neighbors now and ever, eternal as the night, we're drifting. Can you hold me or save me?
You know, listeners, some say our town is a refuge for those who've fallen through the cracks of time, the ones who've been forgotten by the world or who want to forget. Here, every moment is eternal, every memory is alive, and every possibility exists simultaneously. Another caller. You're on Radio Insomnia.
Hello, Alex. This is Lisa. I think I'm in your town, but I'm not sure how I got here. I was driving on the interstate, and suddenly everything changed. The stars look different, and my watch has stopped. Is this real?
Lisa, welcome to our little corner of eternity. The journey here is different for everyone. A wrong turn, a moment of distraction, a wish to escape the relentless march of time. Whether it's real or not, well, that's up to you. In our town, belief shapes reality. For Lisa, and for all of you out there who've found your way to our timeless oasis, here's Welcome to Nowhere by the Lost Travelers.
Lost at sea, the waves take me, a place unseen where dreams just be. Eyes wide shut, in a trance I float. Welcome to nowhere. The sky is gray and fades away. In this place, we drift and sway. Time stands still, no rush, no thrill. The air is thin in this quiet
as we approach that liminal time, when night begins to whisper hints of a dawn that never quite arrives, I'm reminded of the paradox of our town's existence. We're a place out of time, yet we're shaped by the memories and desires of all who pass through. Our streets are paved with forgotten dreams, our buildings constructed from lost moments. Every tick of a stopped clock, every grain of sand in a frozen hourglass finds its place here. For our final piece tonight, let's listen to a composition that captures the essence of our town. Here's Timeless Lullaby by Eternity's Children. As the notes of Timeless Lullaby fade into the ether, we find ourselves once again at the cusp of a tomorrow that never comes. To those of you who've been with us since time lost all meaning, and to those who've just tuned in, I hope Radio Insomnia has been a comforting companion in the small hours. Remember, dear listeners, that our town exists as long as there are those who remember it, who seek it, who need it. We're a haven for the lost, a home for the forgotten, a dream for the dreamers. As we prepare to sign off, I invite you to carry a piece of our timeless world with you. Let the memory of our town be a reminder that somewhere, somewhen, there's a place where the burdens of time fall away, where every moment is eternal. From our little town, where the clocks have all stopped, this is Alex, signing off. May you find peace in the quiet moments, and wonder in the spaces between seconds. Until next time, keep looking for us in the corners of your dreams. And remember, in the vastness of eternity, we're all connected. Radio Insomnia will return when the night grows long and the world outside feels too fleeting. Sleep well or stay awake well, wherever and whenever this broadcast finds you. You've been listening to Radio Insomnia, broadcasting from the town that time forgot. Good night or good morning, or perhaps simply good timelessness.